Yo, what up, it's Dom.
Simile here.
Soul Brothers back up in at first impressions of a new Kobe.
Yes.
It's a budget model, right?
Yes. So this is called the MAMBA Focus. It's $100, and they're gonna get every single adjective and make a shoe and make a new name.
What about the Mamba Heartburn?
So dumb, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like, dude, come on, like Mamba, like, oh my god.
Leave your Mamba names down below. What's the best one?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's upvote the best one.
Exactly. So, anyways, yeah. So $100. I mean, it looks kind of cool. It looks really cool, actually. I like it, dude.
When we first saw the leaks, it was kind of weird with the swoosh, but you can't see the swoosh that prominent, obviously, in this colorway because it's the same color as the upper. But yeah, it looks dope, and it definitely looks like a Kobe, which is cool.
Exactly. Now I really like this swoosh design, but anyways, let's get it started off with the traction. So the traction is really weird. It's really interesting. So it's like, it's supposed to be like a scale pattern, I'd say.
It almost looks like bird feet or something.
It's really interesting, and it goes throughout the entire outsole. You can see the zoom unit, which we'll get into, but like the texture of the outsole is interesting. There's like a little texture, and so I played in it yesterday, and it sucks. It's really bad. It has the bite is just horrible.
I wonder if you could start to wear that texture down.
Exactly. So there is a really interesting, really prominent texture, which I think like once I start to wear it down, it'll get better, hopefully. But I don't know, we'll have to see. But like it was not biting. There was no squeak at all. So yeah, the bite sucked. The pattern is kind of interesting. I thought it'd be pretty good. It's more of like a multi-directional, like pretty interesting pattern. So the sticking, the grip, didn't seem very good, but it does seem like it's very durable. Like the rubber is really, really hard and pretty damn thick as well,
The rubber also acts as a very, very sharp, prominent outrigger.
Oh yeah.
To widen the midfoot, which is very nice. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yes.
And then the rubber also does come up right here in the white to help cage you in. That's all rubber, not midsole.
Exactly. So yeah, the outsole I am a little bit disappointed in, but hopefully it does break in. Let's move on to the cushion. The cushion, it doesn't really say anything about the foam, but I'm guessing it's just Phylon. It like to the touch, the heel feels a little stiff, like pretty stiff, but like I'd say, it's pretty stiff. It feels like like the Zoom Live or something like that, and there's not a lot of heel compression or anything. So yeah, the cushion pretty much sucked, especially for compression, and I'm thinking maybe it'll suck for impact protection, especially for heel strikes. The insole also is really interesting. I mean, it is a $100 shoe. I mean, $100 isn't like super budget as far as like comparing it to the other shoes, but I don't remember, like, do the Zoom Lives and stuff have prints on their insoles? Because like this shoe doesn't have any print, dude.
Yeah, they usually sometimes these have something, but yeah, that's crazy. This is nothing.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing. So that tells you it's a truly budget model,
And if you're gonna cut costs, I mean, that's a good place to do it.
Exactly.
Who needs that?
Exactly, right? And it peels off anyway.
Yeah.
So it says Zoom, Nike Zoom here on the medial side on the rubber, and obviously it says Nike Zoom here on the outsole as well. It is a very small rectangular unit, and obviously it is bottom loaded. It's probably most likely not like the PG2 or the PG3 where it takes up the entire midsole, so like there's no midsole between the Zoom unit and your foot. This is probably just a bottom loaded Zoom, and then there's a little bit of midsole, and then the strobe board, and then your foot. So I can actually feel like a little bump though. There's like a really prominent bump in the forefoot.
Right.
So I feel like that does help me feel the Zoom unit a little bit better, but as of right now, it's like not crazy.
It's just not a ton of surface area.
Also, yeah, that's also one thing. So like the Zoom unit compression in the forefoot isn't crazy. I can just feel it a little bit. Hopefully it does break in. Usually it does break in for me, but as of right now, it's nothing crazy. But if it does break in, I feel like it'll be an okay cushion setup. But like with the Phylon and all that, it's probably not gonna be super nice. So nothing great to be expected there, but anyways, there's that. Moving on to the materials.
I mean, this is the Kobe. What is it? 8?
6.
All
right, let's.
I mean, the upper is crazy similar.
It looks exactly like the 6, dude. Like.
Yeah, it has that same snake pattern.
Yeah.
Snake texture, which is cool.
It's like exactly the same. Look at that.
Yeah, exactly.
right?
A little smaller, but
Yeah.
but the actual material is different.
Yeah, the actual material is different. The how it looks is exactly the same, but the actual material composition is way different. So this Kobe 6 is more of a really stiff, like a lot thicker type of synthetic material. The focus is really, really thin and flimsy feeling, dude.
It kind of feels like a cheap Jacquard or something.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think about it, dude? Like,
I actually like it.
really?
I mean, how does it's thin, right?
Yeah, in hand it just feels like real cheap and shitty, I would say. Like,
Yeah.
real. I don't know, man. It just doesn't feel great. But on foot, it feels nice.
Yeah.
On foot, it's super soft, really thin. It feels pretty supportive. So I'm not mad at the material as far as like on foot. But like, if you're looking for quality, you know, I mean, looks wise, it looks super dope.
Yeah, it does.
It looks really dope. But like feeling it in hand, it doesn't feel great. I mean, you have a little bit of fuse here in the toe area. You have some fuse here where the laces are. Your standard stuff. You have the heel counter as well. Looks really. Look at that. It looks like the Kobe 6, dude.
Yeah.
It looks like the Kobe 6 heel counter. It's pretty dope. I actually like this throwback, dude.
Yeah, kind of a baby heel counter.
Yeah.
External. It's cool. But yeah, from far away, it looks pretty premium.
Yeah, definitely. And then
That's cool.
also you have a full tongue. The tongue is pretty much a pretty thin and airy mesh, which is dope for ventilation. And also the tongue is attached to like a material that goes underneath. You know, the material, so that you have a better one-to-one fit, more of like a tight fit booty. Moving on to the fit, I'd say it runs slightly long. Like lengthwise, there's a little bit of space. And widthwise, I'd say it's slightly narrow. Not too narrow, like it's not choking my foot out widthwise, but I'd say it's okay. You know, it's easy to put on the shoe. You know, you have actually a pretty prominent heel tab, which I like. You know, I really like heel tabs. It makes the shoe really easy to put on. So yeah, fit. Just watch out if you're a wide footer and runs a little bit long. So I mean, I feel like you can stay true to size if you don't mind a little bit of length. But if you do mind that, then go down half a size. But it'll be like pretty like tight and snug. So just watch out for that. And also another thing is like there is a little bit of toe space as well, which I didn't like. Nothing you can really do about that. I don't think adding an insole is gonna fix that for me either. So.
Yeah. Support and lockdown looks like it should be pretty good, right?
Yeah, I mean
that big containment piece, TPU piece on the lateral side.
Exactly.
That swoosh is like a TPU piece.
That's dope. I like it. It's for looks and it's functional, which I really like. It is a pretty, I'd say more hard type of plastic. And then you have the heel counter and also the rubber and midsole coming up on the lateral side. So lateral stability, I feel like it's gonna be really good. And like Donnie Boy said, there is a really pronounced outrigger as well. Like look at that, that's crazy. It's super sharp. So lateral stability also feels good, and it's low to the ground. Moving on to the weight. Let's see the weight.
Ooh, these are coming in at 11.4.
10.9.
Ooh.
10.9. That's really light.
Real light.
And it feels light. Feels light. Super minimal. And it feels like one of those. You know, it definitely feels like one of those like cheap
light. Yeah.
Cheap light. Yeah.
That's what we're gonna call it.
Yeah, cheap light. Yeah. Which isn't the best, but you know, it's better than being heavy and cheap. You know what I'm saying? So
cheap heavy is just about as bad as you can get.
Exactly. Aesthetics, yeah, like we said, it looks dope on foot. It looks really cool once you get it as well. So I really like the design of the shoe.
Yeah, it looks a lot better in person, to be honest.
Exactly. So $100. I don't know, man. Performance seems like it's gonna be shit. I mean, traction, well, we'll have to see breaking it in. Cushion, I don't think it's gonna be too nice. And materials, I mean, they're actually pretty nice besides how it feels in hand. So, but of course, performance review will be coming soon. If you guys want to cop, we'll leave a link in the description box. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next one.
Later.
Peace.